Race number 2 is the Focus is Everything handicap, and this race is for the 2-year-olds over the 1200 metres. Horses we'll take a look at in replay include Fairest and Best, Shavano and Star of Danetime. Other horses we'll talk about now include Danana Smoothie. William Pike has been riding this speedy horse from the Fred Kersley stable. Going to 1200 metres, I'm not so sure. Baltic Sea will go forward, as will Brooklyn's Rose. Brooklyn's Rose led all the way at its last start, and Baltic Sea tracked the pace. So you'd imagine these three will look after the pace earlier on in this race. Eternal Power to get back and run on. Ice Raider was okay at the trials from Michael Lane's yard down there at Larkhill. As I said, we'll have a look at Shavano's stunning trial win, and also Killandini resumes today, has drawn nicely there for Troy Turner. First one we'll have a look at, though, is Fairest and Best, and this was an enormous run. Look, Fairest and Best had won, and that's him back there in those Luciani colours, the red, green and white colours there of Peter Walsh and family, and he was back last. Recorded one of the fastest sectionals in the race. We'll go back and have a look at the run, and then we'll tell you a little bit more about Fairest and Best.
Sands ridden along behind those. 1.5 further back is Pesca Albiro. King's got to work here on Bintlamere, just trying to fire up, coming around the turn, but she's a long way from the leaders. So's Live Our Dream. Brooklyn's Rose going great guns out the 300. He draws the whip on her. 2 in front of Black in Time. 2 lengths Pesca Albiro. Fairest and Best trying to thread his way through. Bintlamere down the outside. Brooklyn's Rose in front. She's got a break on them. Here's Fairest and Best. Prince of Sands ahead of Bintlamere, but Brooklyn's Rose wins. Brooklyn's Rose stopping late, but had enough in hand to beat the fast finishing Fairest and Best. Prince of Sands might have grabbed third from Bintlamere.
Yeah, look, he really zoomed home, didn't he? Jason Whiting had to plot a course between runners, but when Fairest and Best got into the open, hit the line extremely hard. I thought on the day, most runners were on the pace, that was one of the best runs handed in for the entire meeting. Look, I'd love to get him out to 1400 metres, but at 1200 metres, he's going to take a fair bit of stopping. Righto, we head to Belmont Park Trials now. This was Monday week ago, and the horse we're looking at is Shavano. Back there in the yellow colours, just tracking the speed. Shavano gets caught up, held up between runners, and just watch when Parnham gets him into the open, really finishes the race off brilliantly.
Shavano travelling up sweetly in 4th place, and then a length and a quarter to Star Ken Action, who's third last over on the inside. Now taken out wider was Key Biscuit before the corner, and back to last was Priceless Quest, but getting to the outside as they straighten up. In the straight they come, and the leader was Certain Smile from Lady Fast Star on the outside. Shavano can't get a run. Joining in quickly was Chachet Lefemme on the outside, racing in with 250 to go. Chachet Lefemme has raced up to put the nose in front from Lady Fast Star, battling on Certain Smile. Shavano works clear. It's in front though, Chachet Lefemme flashing home. Shavano late gets up to win it. Shavano really hit the line to beat Chachet Lefemme, and third home was Lady Fast Star, and they break away.
Look, Shavano's still a maiden, but all these form has been around the best 2-year-olds. We're talking Jester Tune and horses like Mighty Mac as well. So you really have to think Shavano will be breaking that maiden status very soon. Star of Danetime, the next horse we'll look at from the George Daly stable in those blue, black and pink colours back in the field. This was a race that was won by On the Warpath on May 26th. Back in between runners, a big, strong son of Danetime. Tries to get out into the open, can't, but when he does, he really finishes the race off well.
3.5 lengths. Estiarte second. 1.5 to Kooyong Road. Pike is sending On the Warpath up into 4th place, coming around the turn. Shady Storm the rail. 1.5 Fairest and Best following the favourite, but Worldly Miss straightens up at the 350. 1.5 lengths the break. Kooyong Road On the Warpath down the outside, put their runs in. Then Estiarte, Shady Storm On the Warpath surging to the lead with 150 to go though. Broke clear from Kooyong Road. Then Star of Danetime, but look at On the Warpath go. It's On the Warpath racing away, and he scores an effortless win from Kooyong Road or Star of Danetime. Shady Storm 4th, Estiarte, Fairest and Best were next home. Eternalism, Worldly Miss ran out of gas, followed further back by Kadesh, Not So Vain, General Ad.
Okay, taking a look at selections now for race number 2, and I'm quite happy to stay with number 1, Fairest and Best. Again, it could be a heart-in-your-mouth job looking for runs in the straight, but none better rider than Jason Whiting to pick those runs and come with a well-timed run. I'm going with 2, Shavano. Paul Jordan, trained galloper, ran a fantastic race in the Magic Millions. The trial was enormous. Look, Stevie Parnham, let's be honest, he could have just sat there and let the horse coast to the line under a stranglehold. But he obviously wanted to see what was left under the bonnet, extracted it, really zoomed home like a horse that's ready to run a big race. And I think Shavano will run you just that on Saturday. And number 9, Star of Dane Time, appeals to me as a horse that'll only get better with racing, and whether or not Saturday's a day for him. But I'd just like to get onto his coattails now and start to track him through. So 1, 7 and 9 in race number 2.